It says in the Midrash, as we mentioned, the story of this week's portion is the Creator comes to Moses and he says, I want you to count all the tribes and I want you to position them. And I want you I guess it made sense at the time, give each one of them a flag. Each tribe had a different flag. What is the point of these positionings and these flags? Why is the Creator coming to Moses and telling him, I want you to do this on this Shabbat? So it says in the Midrash that this actually was not the Creator's idea. This was the Israelites' idea. And where did they come up with this idea? When the totality of the light of the Creator was revealed at Sinai, which is what we're going to connect to tonight. The Israelites were elevated to a point where they were able to see 220,000 angels that revealed themselves to the Israelites at Sinai as well. And when the Israelites saw the angels, they saw that all the angels were grouped with flags. Every type of angel, every group of angel resided with angels like it, and they all stood with a flag over them. And imagine the moment we're talking about here. The Israelites are at Sinai. Being revealed to them is the ultimate light of the Creator. The light of Chirut Mimalach HaMavet, freedom from the angel of death. And they see these angels, and the angels have flags. It says, Amru, they said, Alevai kach anu naasim dgalim kmotan. During the time of the revelation at Sinai, the Israelites had only one desire. Make us like the angels with flags. And if you think about that again, this always bothered me. I mean, maybe it's a nice thing, I guess, to walk around and have a flag for your group. But at the time of Sinai, when the totality of the light of the Creator is being revealed, this is your one desire? Ask for the ability to keep the light of immortality, to keep the elevation, the secrets that you're seeing. And the Midrash says no. The Midrash says that the one desire, the one ta'ava, the one desire that the Israelites were awakened to during the time of Sinai, which we're going to connect to tonight, so it's important to understand what they were so excited about. They saw the angels with flags. They said, we want to have flags also. And therefore it says, Amar lahem HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Creator says to them, Manit avitem la'asot dgalim, your desire is to have groups and flags. Chayechem shani memale mishalotechem. I promise you I will fulfill your desire. And therefore this week's portion begins because the Creator says, I promised the Israelites at Sinai that I would make them into groups and flags. Moses on this Shabbat, make the Israelites into groups and flags. That's what the Midrash says. Somehow the entire secret of Sinai, the revelation of Bila Mavid LaNetzach, the entire secret of this Shabbat are tied together because something that they saw, that the Israelites saw at Sinai, made them awaken a singular desire in life. We want to be like the angels, to have flags and groups. And I think you can understand why this always bothered me. I mean, really? At Sinai, this is your singular desire? Make us flags. We see the angels have flags and groups. Make us flags and groups. And it seems as if the Creator is accepting of this request, this desire. He says, okay, I'll do it for you. And therefore this whole Shabbat is a manifestation of that desire that the Israelites awakened and that the Creator agreed to. And He gives Moses the ability on this Shabbat, make them into groups and flags. Every person in his tent under his flag. What's the secret? What's the secret? So, to understand the secret of this, there are a few important understandings. First, the Kabbalists teach something very, very important. Everything that is ours, everything that is yours, can never be touched, can never be influenced by somebody else. What is yours no matter what. Whether you will receive it or not is only dependent on you, nobody else. That goes against almost every fear that we ever had. Right? What is our fear? If this person does this, he's going to take away with this blessing that's supposed to be mine. If I don't worry about what's going to happen within this situation, then the blessing that's mine is going to be taken away from me by somebody else. All of our fears are based on the thought that what is mine can be taken away, can be damaged, can be influenced by somebody else. And that's wrong. What is yours and can never be damaged, touched, influenced by anybody else except you. When it says that each one of the angels stood under their flag, it means that they understood that what is theirs is theirs. They looked no further outside of themselves. Two things happen when you don't understand this. When you think as most of us do. First of all, you worry all the time. Because this is the blessing that I want, but this person might damage it. This person might take it away from me. And then worse than that, you start looking outside and saying, hey, why does that person have that blessing? I want that blessing that that person has. Why does this person have that? I want that. So not only do you start worrying about what you think are your blessings, you also start looking outside. I want this and that. Why does this person have that? And there's a great danger to that. First, the Kabbalists teach, you have to know that what is yours is yours. It cannot be touched, influenced, harmed by anybody else except you. And do you want to know the greatest way, chas v'shalom, that a person damages his or her blessings? When you look out. When you look out either in worry, this person's going to take away my blessing, or you look out in envy or jealousy, this person has maybe something that I want. When you're looking out, you're not in your world, you're not in your place, you're not able to receive your blessing. When you're looking out, either in fear or envy and jealousy, you chas v'shalom make it so that you will never be able to receive your blessings. It says in Pirkei Avot that hakin'ah, that when a person has jealousy about somebody else, when he looks at what somebody else has, motzi et ha'adam min ha'olam. Literally, it means it takes a person out of the world, and it is literally understood to mean that chas v'shalom, that type of jealousy can bring a person to leave this world. But there's a deeper understanding to it. When you look outside of yourself, either in fear or in envy and jealousy, you take yourself out of your world. You take yourself out of your place. And chas v'shalom, you are not in the place to be able to receive your blessings. When you're looking out, you're not in your world, you're not in your place, and you're not able to receive your light, your blessings. So two things we've learned so far. And this is the secret of the angels and their flags, and this is what the Israelites asked for at Sinai. They said, we know that right now is being revealed to us the light of Bila Mavid Lanetzach, the light of immortality. But we know that there's only one way for us to be able to maintain, to hold on, to continuously receive this light. We look at the angels and what do we see? Two things. They're not worried. They're not worried about somebody else taking away their light, their blessing, their power. And they make it a priority to only desire what is theirs. The Kabbalists teach a very interesting thing. If you have in front of you $10 that is yours or $1,000 that is somebody else's, The $10 that is yours will give you greater joy and fulfillment than the $1,000 or $100,000 that is somebody else's. You will never enjoy, will never receive fulfillment, certainly will never receive light if you try to take in what is not yours. It is not about how much or how great of a blessing you will receive, but just to make sure, I just want mine. Really live in this way. I just want my blessings. If you're looking out, if you're afraid that somebody else is going to damage, take away, hurt your blessings, then you're worried about the wrong thing. You're looking in the wrong place. You're not in the place to receive that blessing. So when they looked at the angels, what secret did they see? They saw that these angels are in a place, they only have one desire. I just want my blessings. And how do they make sure that they receive the totality of their blessings? When the secret of a flag or the secret of being in your tent, there's nothing outside of me. There's nothing outside of me that I look at. There's nothing outside of me that I worry about. There's nothing outside of me that I want. If we're able to constantly remind ourselves, all I ask for, all I desire is what is my blessing. And I know that what is my blessing cannot be hurt, cannot be damaged, cannot be taken away by somebody else. And therefore I don't look out, I don't leave my world to look out in worry, to look out in envy, because I know that there's a great danger in that. When I'm looking out, I am not in my world, I am not able to receive my blessing. That's why, if you want to know, Chas v'Shalom, anytime you're unhappy, anytime you're worried, it's just this. We have not ingrained within us, maybe until now we haven't known, but we certainly haven't ingrained within us this simple idea. And this really is the secret of this Shabbat. It is a secret of maintaining the light of Shavuot. And that's why this is the one thing that the Israelites asked for. Again, they were receiving a tremendous amount of light, but they said, we know one thing. That if we don't learn this lesson, if we don't live our lives in this way, if we keep looking out, we're never going to be able to receive the light that is being revealed. We're never going to be able to maintain it. That's why their singular desire, and the Creator said, you're right. There's nothing else you have to worry about. There's nothing else. You know, it says about the angels, before they're about to do an action, it says, Mishartav sho'alim zelazeh. The angels have only one fear. They have only one fear. Their only fear is that they will go into a place or receive something that is not theirs. And therefore, before they do something, they look around and they ask the other angels, I'm about to do this, I'm about to receive this light, or to affect this change, or to affect this light. Is this anybody else's? Because the only fear the angels have is that they will in some way go to a place that isn't theirs. And there's nothing more dangerous. There is nothing more dangerous for our blessings, for our lives, for our connection, than to be anywhere except what is our place. And this, again, as we said, is true about blessings, but it's also true about situations. So many times we find ourselves in a situation that is uncomfortable, that is difficult. It could be small things, it could be big things. And the mind says, let's get this over with. Let me be somewhere else. When you desire to be somewhere else, when you don't have the certainty that if this is where I am right now, this is where my place is, this is therefore where I desire to be, but I'd rather be somewhere else, so I wish I was there, or I wish this situation wasn't the way it is right now. Once you desire to be somewhere else, you're not in your place, and when you're not in your place, you're not able to receive your light and your blessings. The two important thoughts, if we can really receive, this is the gift of the Shabbat. And again, it's not easy to live, because every day there are going to be 30 reasons for you to go out of your world, to go out of your space. First, I only desire my blessings, my light. I don't want to ever touch anybody else's. Number two, I know that what is mine and can never be damaged, hurt by anybody else. And therefore I don't look out. Because number three, I know that if Chas v'Shalom I look out, I am out of my place, I am away from my blessing, I am not able to be I'm not able to receive my blessings. If I'm looking out, I'm not in my world, I'm not in my place, I'm not able to receive my blessings. And looking out means looking out in fear. What is he or she going to do to me? What is he or she, how are they going to influence now, potentially, my blessings? And looking out means, why do they have this? Why do they have that? If you go out, there is nothing, chas v'shalom, more damaging to our ability to receive and maintain our light and blessings than going out of our world. If you understand those three, you keep on reminding yourself, I ask only to receive my light. I ask only to be in my place. And when something is happening that is not necessarily the way I would choose it to happen, I don't want to go somewhere else. This, I have certainty that this is my place. This is for this moment, this is where the Creator wants me to be. It does not mean that we don't always find a way to connect more, to do more, to get to a higher place. But in the moment that I am there, in the moment that I am in this situation, I have certainty that this is where the Creator knows is my place, and I am excited and thankful and happy to be here. I don't start thinking, oh, I wish I was somewhere else. I wish there was a different situation. If this is the moment, if this is the time, if this is the place, this is my place. And this is where my change and growth and blessings will come to. And therefore, again, this is the singular desire and request the Israelites asked for. This is the secret of the Shabbat, and this is why the Shabbat comes before Shavuot, because this is the only way we will be able to both receive the endless blessings and maintain them. Stay in your place. Know that your blessings are coming to you, will not be damaged, influenced, hurt by anybody else. And that should be the singular desire. Give me what is mine. I have no fear about what is mine because nobody can touch it. And I'm so thankful to be in this place, in this situation, because this is, with complete certainty, I know where the light of the Creator wants me to be. And if you're able to maintain this consciousness throughout, and it's not easy, because fear and doubt and looking out and leaving your place is what our nature is currently. But if you know that in order to receive and maintain your endless blessings, you have to be in your place, not in somebody else's, not outside of your place, then you do what you can, the difficult work of changing your nature. Every time that doubt comes, every time that fear comes, every time you want to look outside, say no. If I allow myself to doubt in that way that they're going to damage, if I allow myself to look outside, I am taking away my blessing. And say that to yourself time and again and again and again until your nature changes, until you become like the angels, and there's no higher joy, there's nothing in this world that will give you as much fulfillment as really being in your place, as really receiving the blessings, the endless blessings, and maintaining the endless blessings that are yours.